Want to hear about a great Gamefi project on the Avanlanche blockchain? Well, stay tuned. I've got 0x Nick from Dragon Crypto Gaming here to talk about business development, Elk, and Dragon Crypto Gaming. Stay tuned. I'd like to welcome 0x Nick, also known as Nick, to our show. He is a business developer at both Elk Finance and Dragon Crypto Gaming. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for being here. So let's get right into it. The first question I had was about Dragon Crypto Gaming. For those who don't know what it's about, what is it about?
Yeah, a quick introduction, I think, to Dragon Crypto Gaming is, in essence, it's a gaming studio on the Avanlanche blockchain, which I think Elk originated on.
Yeah.
As an extra tidbit, I suppose.
Yeah.
And basically, what Dragon Crypto Gaming is about is making an affordable and fulfilling gaming experience on the blockchain. We figure that we're filling a huge void there. And we started out, we actually celebrated our 1-year anniversary pretty recently, which is pretty great. And we're very excited about that because, as you might know in crypto, if you're lasting more than a year as a project, you're definitely doing something right.
Yeah, it's like 5 to 10 years in regular people time.
It's crazy because the markets are 24 hours, et cetera, et cetera. There's a bunch of reasons, but we started out basically as a core team, and we currently have a core team of 6 members, which I'm lucky enough to be a part of. I'm their videographer, I'm their business developer, so lots of different responsibilities and duties there, but I love every portion of it. We have 3 developers, including our lead developer, Sam, who's also the founder of Dragon Crypto Gaming, genius guy, and he's been developing games for close to 25 years.
Wow.
Like, he's just a maverick.
That's great.
And he has a really good vision for the future of the project. We released a game in October of 2021, just about. We sold 1,000 tiny dragon NFTs, is what they were called. And you could battle these NFTs in an arena for token rewards.
Yeah.
So that was proof of concept for us. We wanted to know, like, how would this reflect on a community? Would they enjoy it, etc.? We gained a great following out of that. People really, really enjoyed it. And people were wanting more. So we figured, how could we capitalize on this and how could we make something more full scale? So we've come with our newest game called The Legend of Orm Draconis, and that is in beta right now. That is a retro, great graphics though.
Oh yeah, it's great. Yeah.
It's great graphics, but we call it retro because it reminds a lot of people of like the old Diablo, Heroes of Might and Magic, some of the older games.
Yeah.
But realistically, it's kind of a more modernized version of these older games with token rewards added. So Web 2 to Web 3 transition there. And we're very proud of what we've come up with so far as the game. The feedback that we've gotten from the community is amazing. And we're very much looking forward to the future of the project, building more games, building on top of what we already have.
Well, and I've tried the beta. It's both hilarious and a lot of fun. I actually haven't had that much fun playing a blockchain game before for Orm Draconis. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah, that was the void that we were trying to kind of fill in, I think, was the amount of fun and also keeping in mind that there are financial aspects to crypto, of course. So keeping in mind the tokenization of things, NFTs, etc. So.
Yeah, for sure. So one thing I wanted to ask is, how does one approach business development for both, Elk Finance and, Dragon Crypto? What does that entail?
Yeah, so I think that business development in itself is being able to reach out to other projects, things in the area which are of interest. And it's constantly evolving too, right? So you have certain projects which would mend well with what you have going on, and it kind of makes sense. So a user at the end of the day will figure, okay, this partnership is really exciting because I love this project, and they're combining. And then you make it make sense in a way where you could have this these different tokens meshing together, especially in a GameFi space or game finance, which I've been very lucky to have with Dragon Crypto Gaming. That meshing of different GameFi experiences. And in Elk Finance's case, just very, very well known to the community. And people really love Elk Finance and how simple it is as a bridging service. So it's very easy to reach out to different projects, working for both projects, and finding partnerships.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it's easy once when you've got a good reputation with the community for both projects, right? They know that you're legit, so they're more willing to collaborate with you. They've seen what you've built. You've been around for a year or two, which is like you said, marvelous in this space. To be part of. So
absolutely. And it just comes down to knowing the space, knowing the trends, and following that as best as you can. And the trends being good projects. Those are always trendy.
So thinking about Elk and what we're building at Elk Finance, what makes you excited about it? What made you want to be a part of it?
I think what's really exciting for me, and what should be exciting for everybody watching, is the fact that Elk Finance makes it so easy to explore other chains. And I realistically wouldn't have the knowledge that I do of DeFi without Elk Finance. Not to kiss your ass too hard. But the issue that I find is that these different chains are really scary to go to. So if it's been searched through and it's something secure, and Elk Finance thinks, okay, this is a good chain, it's good enough for us, it's good enough for me. And I wouldn't know a lot of these different chains, like I said, if it weren't for Elk Finance and that ability to transfer value over to that ecosystem and use it on that chain. Wouldn't have discovered Telos, which I'm a huge fanboy of now.
It's a great network.
I love that chain, and there's a lot more that I love, but it's a scary world out there. Being unsecure and using bridging services, which can get rocky.
As we've talked about in previous episodes of this show, bridging is the number one, most hackable thing. When something loses millions of dollars in DeFi, it's almost always a bridge. It's the majority.
The exploits have been crazy in crypto recently, and I mean, I would urge everybody to stay as secure as possible. Use a trusted service for bridging, which Elk Finance is, I think, bringing to the table.
For sure,
and valuable.
And bridging as a service, something that we'll work together with, hopefully with Dragon Crypto, to kind of make any token cross-chain. So allowing not only people, but also other projects to explore other chains securely and kind of have their own bridge through our ElkNet, which will be a pretty neat feature, which should increase some volume and get things going. So.
Yeah, we're pretty close to the mainnet release of the full-scale version of the Legend of Orin Draconis, and I mean, we have our tokenization all figured out. We have the NFTs already out.
And they're cool.
They're great, right? You can add stat points to them, use them in the final version of the game, level up your character, etc. And we would be looking for a bridging service at some point. And I think that Elk could fill that void, no problem.
Great.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too, actually. So I really appreciate your time, and thanks for coming in. Before we go, where, if somebody wanted to learn more about Dragon Crypto Gaming, or just kind of get in touch with you, where would they go?
The absolute simplest way to get in touch with the Dragon Crypto Gaming team, including myself, would be to go on to dragoncrypto.io. And from there, you scroll down to the bottom of the page. That is all of our socials, our Discord, our Twitter, our YouTube channel, which I conveniently run. So you can come check me out on there. I live stream the game every week, Thursday, 1 a.m. UTC, on Twitch, Twitter most of the time, and YouTube. Simplest way.
And try out the beta. It's pretty fun.
Yes, absolutely. I'd encourage that.
All right. Well, thanks for coming down.
Thank you.